Philip Nolan was a bright young officer in the United States Navy who became entangled with the infamous Aaron Burr, a charismatic and controversial figure accused of plotting treason against the United States. Nolan, captivated by Burr's charm and rhetoric, became involved in his schemes, which eventually led to Burr's trial for treason. During Burr's trial, Nolan was called to testify. Under pressure and in a moment of frustration, Nolan rashly declared, "Damn the United States! I wish I may never hear of the United States again." The court, appalled by his outburst, took his words literally. As a unique and severe punishment, Nolan was sentenced to spend the rest of his life aboard naval ships, never to hear any news of the United States or set foot on its soil again. Nolan's life of exile began on a naval vessel. At first, he did not fully grasp the severity of his punishment. The sailors and officers treated him with respect, but they strictly adhered to the order that no mention of the United States was to be made in his presence. Nolan found himself in a strange limbo, surrounded by the familiar environment of the Navy, but cut off from his homeland. As months turned into years, Nolan's realization of his exile deepened. He was transferred from ship to ship, each crew carefully briefed about his unique punishment. He watched the world change around him, but his knowledge of his country remained frozen in the past. His despair grew as he understood the full weight of his outburst and the preciousness of the country he had rejected. Despite his isolation, Nolan found a way to occupy his time and contribute to the ship's life. He became an invaluable officer, assisting with navigation, strategy, and the training of young sailors. His skills and demeanor earned him respect, but the unspoken rule about the United States cast a shadow over his interactions. Nolan's longing for news of his homeland became a central theme of his life. He met numerous Americans during his exile, each one carefully avoiding the forbidden topic. Through indirect conversations and guarded remarks, Nolan pieced together fragments of information about the United States, but these only deepened his sense of loss and isolation. The sailors and officers who served with Nolan often showed him great kindness. They shared books, stories, and companionship, trying to ease the burden of his punishment. Some went to great lengths to provide him with comfort and diversion. But the prohibition on discussing the United States remained a constant reminder of his unique plight. Nolan's story became a powerful lesson in patriotism for those around him. His regret for his impulsive outburst was profound. He often reflected on the value of one's homeland and the pain of being severed from it. His life became a testament to the importance of loyalty and the deep connection between an individual and his country. One significant episode in Nolan's exile was his encounter with the ship Levant. During a naval engagement, the Levant was captured by pirates. Nolan played a crucial role in organizing the defense and rescue of the crew, demonstrating his bravery and leadership. This act of heroism earned him admiration and respect from all who witnessed it. Another notable moment in Nolan's life was his indirect involvement in the Battle of New Orleans. He was aboard a ship that supported the American forces during the battle. He felt a deep sense of pride in being connected to his country's struggle. Throughout his exile, Nolan had ample time to reflect on history and the nature of nations. He developed a profound understanding of the importance of national identity and the role of individuals in shaping their country's destiny. His reflections became a source of wisdom for those who knew him. In his later years, Nolan was allowed a small mercy. He was given a map of the United States, and for the first time in decades, he saw the outlines of his homeland. This simple act brought him immense joy and sorrow, highlighting the deep bond he still felt with his country. As Nolan grew older, his health declined. Despite his physical frailty, his mind remained sharp, and his longing for his country never waned. He spent his final years reflecting on his life, his choices, and the enduring importance of the United States in his heart. Philip Nolan died aboard ship, surrounded by those who had come to respect and care for him. His story was passed down through the ranks as a powerful reminder of the value of one's homeland and the consequences of taking it for granted. Nolan's life became a poignant tale of exile, regret, and redemption. The story of The Man Without a Country serves as a timeless lesson about the importance of national identity, loyalty, and the human need for belonging. Nolan's tragic fate underscores the profound connection between an individual and their country, highlighting the cost of losing that bond and the enduring significance of patriotism.